Coaching for conscious entrepreneurship or travel is available with Huna Mahana. Book a free 30-minute consultation today at High Life Academy or High Earth Academy. Tetrahedrons and obelisks for your on-site ceremonies, handmade and coated with Kotahara crystal dust by Huna Hikahima. Shipping is available worldwide at www.shiningstar.earth. Introducing Mexico's only harmonic egg, operated by Huna's Maroyata and Ma'aikuta. For all of your health support needs, be it physical or emotional, head to www.apapachar.earth.
Okay, my ninjas, it's time. Get that raffle. You win a one-to-one session with myself, Luna Flash. You know what the time is. It's the time. It's time to get together. Get that raffle out there, and I'll see you. Just you and I. Nobody else. Just me and you. My ninja. Greetings, sweet, sweet dear ones, sweet dearly beloveds. What's up? Hi, everybody. What's going on there? We get this a little bit straightened out over here. A lot of reorganizing here. I'm not sure what's going on with the grams of instant. I can't seem to track it for some reason, but somebody let me know. Let a brother know. Good to see you all here in the stream, in the comments, loading up here. Thank you very much for being here again. Wow, what a summer so far. Yeah. Woo-hoo. We tell you how hard it is over here, up in here at the Playa of Light PDC. Good to be with you again. I know there's so much to really, so much to update on. You know, the theme of this call for this weekend, this little conversation that you and I have, is the dragon has landed. The dragon has landed. Landed on who? Hope it hasn't landed on somebody. But the dragon has landed. What does that mean? As the dragon has grounded, the dragon is has brought in integration. The dragon has integrated with information and things to share. I hope that you are feeling fine. I hope that you are feeling grounded. I hope you're feeling solid and integrated in your core, strong core, tree trunk. Let me just say, a lot of wonderful, beautiful Hunas here. This wonderful Unrata. Happy New Year to you. In case you haven't heard, it is the Lemurian New Year, June 1st. First 28 days of the Lemurian Wataka. And we are celebrating. We certainly did celebrate June 1st. We got a wonderful montage video to share with you with the Dragon Masters graduation and the graduates. A little tidbit. We have a lot of documentation, a lot of video, a lot of photos over these past couple years at least. We'll be piecing together some featured documentaries, some featured moments with certain Hunas and some conversations that we're going to have. So let me just say hello to those of you that are here right now. In Gabby Douglas, thank you. Wawa, Michael, Diane, Wawa, Mahariwa Ata Huna, welcome. Huna wa Urekuya, Wawa, great to see you. And Tamake over there in the House of Huna, Chief of Operations, thank you so much. Huna Mawahari, Huna Monataya. Wow, Huna Makare Sa. A lot of Hunas in the house. Fantastic. Some of you I see here now, it's like, yeah, we know each other clearly. So much more from the showing up in the Dragon Masters intensive graduation. It's so good to see you here again. Huna hi manua. Some new Hunas here. So Sherry Staffery, nice to meet you. That's a new name. Aloha, Sherry. Liz Star Walker, welcome back. Wawa from the Field of Bakers. Nice. Field of Bakers. That's making me hungry. Bakers Field. I want some bread now. Field of Bakers. Who else do we have? I am Ashley Nicole. Great to meet you. Some of these new names. Huna Hirimata, welcome. Huna from the Land of Nethers. Diane Lanterman, aloha. Huna Makawarika in the house. Judy Jetson. Judy Jetson, that's a new name, no? Eternal Star, Atamari, somebody who speaks Maori. Eternal Star, Tenakwe. Miguel Toro, Wawa to you, sir, Wawa, and Buenos Dias, I see. Tom Stew from Minnesota, Ryan Bruner, Akatale, Wawa to you over there in Hawaii. Andrea Blackler, Atamari, and Morena, somebody who also speaks Maori in the house. Gloria Daniels, hola, buenos dias, and okay, Gloria Daniels is a pop grouper. That's a new name. No, oh no, that's Huna Marahatoko. Rita Nilsson, Huna Tamasari, Huna Makoru, that's the new Huna right there, Huna Makoru. Michael, what a great time to be alive and aware. Yes, to be aware. I mean, all these Hunas that I'm speaking to, there's a very specific sound and languages. I'm speaking the Hunas, which is the sound of the nameless one. So I am speaking a sound that's that represents the essence of light rather than a name. They're not names. These are not names. These are essences. Okay. Sharing that with you. Auspicious Goddess and yo joy to the world. Nice to meet you there. And whenever I can get the Instagram back, I'm not sure what's going on there. It's showing me that it's active and it's alive, so I'm not sure why I cannot see it. In any case, good to see you all. Greetings. Wah. Huna Manikai just jumping in there. Welcome, brother. Welcome to The Dragon Has Landed topic. And I would say myself, I'm barely landed. I mean, I've been flying for the past 2 months, month and a half, at least a month on the road, as you know, home for a week, and then straight into the Dragon Masters Intensive. And that's a whole nother, we're flying again. We're going to share some of the images with you. But the Dragon Has Landed, and in a way, it's kind of like a part 3 of the net. Oh, there's my cousin. Hey, cousin. Tenakwe. Anaru Tarawa Huna. Also a Huna, and he can remind me of his Huna if he remembers. It just escapes me for the moment, but good to see my family here. Anuru Tarawa, my cousins. There's also Abby. Abby Talofa. Abby, welcome. Violetta. Chihu. Chihu to my cousins. Yeah, so it's kind of like the dragon has landed and we're embodying everything, but also that it's still on the move. Part 3 from the net of Maui, from the Kupenga Maui, which it just means the net of the descendants from the stars. Maui, Maori, Maohi, Maoli, Tangata, Kanakas, these titles from our language is more, I would say, more direct, and it's much more in the essence of who we are. And it's not just us from New Zealand, though they would argue with me about that. But I always share that, New Zealand alone cannot be the only ones from the descendants from the stars. We all are, right? And I know some would argue that and say, well, there's whakapapa to the Maori, and then there's the sharing of the essence. Well, whakapapa meaning genealogy, your lineage to the bloodline. Well, bloodline is from the stars, so it's not from the earth, just the earth. We have been here for a long time, but it's not from the earth. We come from the stars. We maintain that. So if the Maori are from the stars, the Maui, the descendants, then we all are. Okay, I'll get into that argument, no doubt, when I arrive in New Zealand later this year. There's a question there from Sherry Fieri. Is Maui, Hawaii also a net from descendants from the stars? Well, of course, Sherry. You know the name Maui, the title, the sound, Maui means the descendants. Okay, the descendants from the principles of first light, which is a star. Okay, absolutely it is. I'll take on anybody and all comers to argue that point, in person or remotely. So as I was saying, we still got the net of Maui is still pulling in. It's still pulling in the big fish into the net. Big fish, little fish, all the fish. It's so many that we are seeing in the geopolitics in the media now that are being arrested, being slammed around. Okay, let me just say right off the bat, if you have a question, sweet dear ones, and or a comment, and want to chat for just a moment, I'm going to invite you to come on to the channel live. If you're watching from YouTube, you have to be able to connect from here. See, there you go. There's the link right under Violet's name. There's the link. So if you want to ask a question or make a comment, I would like to do that in person, which means I'd like you to show your face. You got to show up. The dragon has landed. So let's just see you, okay? The dragon has landed. So let's just see who you are. All right? Don't be shy. And you have no fear of your energies being sucked out of you. I don't do things like that. And so we just have a little conversation going on over here. So come on in if you feel the need to share an entire paragraph in the comment. I prefer that you come over and voice that. So as I was saying, we've got quite a few being caught up in the net of Maui, the net of the descendants from the stars, which makes up the fractals, our light, our energy, our building blocks of life that we are made of, creates the net, creates the grid of this planet, is connected to the grid of this planet and what surrounds this planet. Okay, so Gabby is sharing with us. We are in a huge proton radiation storm right now. And she is speaking to Tuahi. She is speaking to Tuahi. For her, that is Venus. For us, that is Tuahi. And somebody, Anomaly, is on Maui at the moment. Glad you could be here from the descendants of the stars from Maui. Nice to meet you. So one of the big ones that we've seen in this past week that's been caught up in the net of Maui, is Fauci, right? You guys, Fauci getting busted all over the place now, confessing and coming out with it, coming out and letting everybody know. And you know what that's gonna end up, right? Arrested, even, get recycled, meaning gonna be, yeah, Fauci's gonna get the ouchie. So, we would love to have that, right? We'd love to see that. And he had caused millions of people to be what's the word for it? It was unnecessary deaths. Unnecessary deaths. Death by lies. Death by confusion. This is Fauci. This is what he caused to the population. He caused death by confusion, death by lies, all of these things. Oh, yes, of course it is, Sherry. That's what we're talking about here. This is the work that we have done in the past month in the ceremonies at the Stargates that my team and I, and the work that we have been doing specifically with the dark tunnels and the shutting down the Freemasons' access to the dark tunnels, and engaging the net on the ground. Engaging the net. We engaged the net of Maui. That's a whole nother thing to share about. But for the past 2 months almost, a little less, that we've been engaging the net. The net has been pulling them in. So Fauci's going to get an ouchie and being revealed. A lot more being revealed. So as well as on the same subject of the vaccines and this the lie and the confusion of the COVID from Chris Cuomo, the anchor from CNN. Remember that dude? Remember him? And his brother was the governor of New York City, right? So, but Chris Cuomo was on the media the other day, getting all cleaned up by by people interviewing him, cleaning his clock. And he had to admit what he had said, and he had to admit that he was totally wrong about the vaccine. Okay, so again, he was with the media, and he's part of spreading the confusion and spreading the lies, causing death by confusion, death by lies. Right? This was the COVID-19. This was the vaccine. All right, so they made lies about the COVID, and they also lied about the vaccine. So they killed more. They just caused harm to many, both sides of this thing, by lying about the actual anomaly, and then also lying about the vaccine. Okay, so, and now we know. Now we know the vaccine is not a vaccine. The vaccine is just another set of codes that are lies and confusion. These are confusion codes, sweet dear ones. They come from the agenda. No? Okay, someone's saying that we can't be from the stars and only in one location. Okay, if you're not from the stars, then that's fine if you're not from the stars. Okay, it is also within our essence, absolutely. And Huna Mawarika is sharing that. Okay, so, but the title Maui means the descendants from the stars. That's the point of what I'm what I'm talking about, the net. I am talking about the net of Maui. I'm not talking about not the net. And so what's being caught in the net again? So the vaccine is not a vaccine. It's the part of the confusion, causing death by confusion, causing death by lies. Yeah, call it whatever you want, a bioweapon, call it whatever you want. It's death by confusion, death by lies, and it's part of the agenda of the depopulation. They're going to continue to doing these things. 22. Well, I'm not sure what Xavier's talking about. And in any case, the net of Maui has caught. What does it mean by the net of Maui? Well, everybody is doing their work in the light to reveal, to capture, to fishing. We're going fishing. We've got a newcomer here right now. Wants to come on and ask a question. Violet, nice to meet you, Violet. What's your question? And turn your mic on, please. Unmute your mic, Violet. Violetta. Violet, can you hear me? Unmute your mic. Okay, she bounced out. That was quick. Maybe she'll be back. Okay, so, and hey, you know what? Just, still speaking on the revelation or the revealing that it is not a vaccine has been admitted by the pharmacies, by the big pharma, by the chemical companies. They are admitting that it's not a vaccine. That came out as well. So if it's not a vaccine, what the fuck do you think they were doing? What do they think they were doing? They knew what they were doing. So is there recourse? Yeah? Is there recourse? Of course, there is recourse. Right. So you'll have to take a look at that and see how that's going to work out to get, to take these big farmers to court, sue them, compensation, whatever it's going to take, hold them to task. Okay, we got somebody here. Got some new names here. Some new names. We're looking at Inner Quest podcast with Niam Cronin from Ireland, from the Tuatha De Danann. From the Tuatha De Danann. Yeah, nice to meet you. Rakwiska, Huna, Maharua, Wawanui. Catherine B's back in the house. Anomaly. Anomaly, I haven't watched any videos yet of you. This is your first time, so welcome, Anomaly. Please elaborate the net of Maui, as I'm here and seeing a lot, as I have shared. The net of Maui. Te kupinga Maui is the term, which means the net of the descendants from the stars. Okay, the net of the descendants from the stars. Violetta, all you have to do is activate your microphone in your browser. So go to your browser, go to your settings, and work your way through that. Or yet Google it, or go to YouTube and somebody will show you there. No doubt. Appreciate the call. Appreciate the attempt. Mawarika, I know my words come out backwards. Well, there's something to take care of. If your words are coming out backwards, don't know what to tell you there, Huna. Impress me, abundance, peace, and prosperity. Thank you. So, yeah, there is some recourse. I imagine this is going to take, a whole lot of work to sue the pharmaceutical companies and the media for lying, the government for lying. They knew very well. They're all tied into the pharmacies, the big pharma, right? They're all tied into the chemical companies. They are not health and wellness companies. They are chemical companies, right? All right. Other things in the news as well in the net is the eruption of Kilauea, our ancient volcano, an ancient fields of the lava, ancient lava fields, stretching and relieving itself once again. Another big one in the news is Hunter, right? Hunter Biden, right? Oh my goodness. A lot of things coming up from the laptop that he and the FBI and the CIA all denied existed. I mean, they were just saying, it doesn't exist, so it could buy time, but they knew it was there. And again, busted. And showing some pretty incriminating evidence and some pretty incriminating information, including some naked photos of himself. Yes, Sherry, the laptop from hell. Laptop from hell. What the hell? So pretty incriminating photos, pictures of him naked, and documents and receipts from all over the place. It's crazy, man. I mean, what do you Of course he's a druggie and an addict, a junkie, and he didn't care what was on his laptop. He was probably stoned out of his brain when he went to drop the laptop off, and obviously doesn't think even when he's not straight. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't have a straight head on his shoulders. Neither does his father, Joseph Biden. He's been a criminal for years, man. He's part of the old school back in the day. He goes around saying apparently he was raised by Puerto Ricans. He was raised by the black people. He was raised by blacks. You don't vote for me, you ain't black. What the audacity of this guy, man. Really? And then Asian, he probably was raised by Asians. Yeah. All of a sudden, Chinese food, and you think you're raised by Asians. I'll say we're also referring to the new Putin. The new Putin when Putin was under the KGB. And we got a new Putin now. I don't know. New, old, clone, whatever he is, as well happening with Putin. He's bringing his ships. So far, they're not military vessels coming over to Cuba, but they are bringing ships over to Cuba as of now and as of yesterday. That's just the beginning. Those ships they could be supplies, military supplies. You know what I'm saying? You know all about that stuff. So they're getting set up over here in Cuba. Of course, the United States won't like it, but it's too bad. The United States is doing that to Ukraine. They're setting up everything on Russia's border. What the heck are you supposed to do? How are you supposed to fight back? Not fight back? You're going to fight back, dude. Right? Imagine somebody just parking in your driveway, aiming guns at your house right in your driveway. That's what's going on. Who cares what the reason is? Nobody cares what the reason is anymore. Got to get past all that and just whatever reason, Anyway, no, that's not a good idea, Xavier. No, just keep those people away from our islands, okay, if you don't mind, for the time being. They can be what we call fang-eyed into the family later on when we do clear things up. But no, they're not going to build islands just for them. Thank you very much. Take a pass on that one. No one said Asians shouldn't unite. The way to do that is what we call, we have a protocol for it, Xavier. It's called matua whangai. Learn about it. Sebastian, what you got going on, Sebastian? Nice to meet you.
Oh, hey, yeah, nice to see you.
Got
That
the
was
wise
quick.
man here with the beard. You must be some wise guy.
Yeah.
Just
Well,
playing.
after all the kind of more negative things in the net, or well, all the
Yep.
wars, and I like to point out some of the positive things that are happening. So that is
Thank you.
that we're looking at companies really changing, because we're really looking for more balanced CEOs and balanced people that are running the companies. And you see Microsoft, and you see OpenAI just crumbling because of their what they have as a strategy and what is going on behind the scenes. And now you see that there's so much out of balance that people are automatically shifting towards other companies and looking for a better alternative. And I find that really something to address, that is happening too.
So yeah, it's like the market is responding, right? The market
is responding,
with the changes. Yes, absolutely. You're absolutely right. There is a bunch of positive stuff going in the net. I should also mention that as well. You're right. Anything else you got there?
That's just the interesting part of what is going on in the world, indeed, to address the news flashes. I like watching that and to keep up to date with what is going on in the world. There's so much going on that's easily to miss something.
Yeah, that's right. There are so many light workers and shamans like ourselves that are out in the world doing some incredible rituals to the high side of our community and working for the planet in the ways they're mysterious until when you see these things come through, you got to try to somehow envision, but if not envision, even if you know some of the light workers, and thank them for all the work that they're doing, for sure. Just phenomenal amount of light coming through now, even despite Palestine and Israel. That is I don't really mean to be crass here, but that's a small subject compared to all the light that's happening on the planet. Sorry to say that.
Yeah, indeed. Mm-hmm.
It's a real big a detour. It's a real big deflection, deception, a whole lot of stuff. But it's also the same old that we know. There's nothing new. October 7th should not be that much of a surprise. Of course, it is to the families that it happened to, but on a global scale and in terms of mass murder, those things are happening in that region every year, every day for some of those that live there. Back and forth. Yeah. The way that they have created their system there, the way that the travel and the so-called freedom of travel, which they don't have. They've been living with that for the last 80 years.
Wasn't that one that is really needed to happen, because that's the only way they get into some balance. At some point, it just needs to explode, and this is the point where it happens.
Yeah, the world don't get engaged. Since Rafa happened, they're finally talking about two states again, and they're finally talking about, well, that's just a bridge too far now, man. Rafa, since they went into Rafa.
Yeah, I didn't follow it that much, but I did tune into the word Jerusalem, because that's where it's then about. And to my discovery was that's meaning that they will see the oneness, they will see the wholeness. And then I'm like, yeah, okay, this is happening at this point because of that reason, that we're now ready to see the oneness, and we're now at this turning point into a different reality.
That is a positive part of what is in the net, of what the net does bring. The net does unify.
Mhm.
The positive output of the net is that it does unify, meaning now I shouldn't really speak of the net as an implement or an item. Maui, Te Kupinga Maui, the net of Maui simply means the descendants from the stars, the children of innocence, the ones, us, who are doing those who are doing the light work, the positive high vibration work out there in the world, gathering up by their ceremonies that they do, the crystal work that they work with, the crystals that they work with, that they place around different locations on the planet, and that um, all of the descendants, all of us who are working connected, that pull the net in, pull the light towards ourselves. We want the light, and we want to bring the light to wherever we are and wherever we want them to go. And so, in other words, we are unifying. The Te Kupinga Maui net means that we are one within, as we are reconnected together by this, through this, in this way, and this intention, right? We just got something hot off the press from Europe. They had the EU elections today. That's what Tamaki is sharing. Don't know what the result of that is. Maybe we can have the name of the successor, but they're having their elections today. Well, oh wait a minute, that's just the process they're going through right now. Well, thank you, Sebastian. Where are you at, Sebastian? Located?
I'm in the Netherlands at the moment.
Oh, you're in the land of the Nethers.
Yes.
You know, we were just recently doing work there.
Yeah. I wanted to join, but I did not sign up for the Dragons course yet, so that will be happening.
Well, thank you, sir. There's a lot more to do. There's still holes there's still holes in the grids, and there's still places in the grids that need purification, different places. But thank you for that.
Yeah, I had a calling to it. I was speaking about the tears of the dragons, something that I wouldn't say. This was just coming out, and I'll say, "Oh, that's interesting." And then I found, then you popped up in my new YouTube feed, and I said, okay, there we go. So yeah,
yes, thank you. Yeah, it's something you really feel. You know, there's a lot of compassion in that tear of the dragon.
Yeah,
but well, I look forward to hearing from you later on as we go along here. Thank you for stopping by.
Okay,
good to see you, brother.
You're welcome. Good to see you too.
Yes. Violetta, we got Violet. She's back. Violetta.
Hello, Huna.
Hello, Violetta. Is it buenos dias or buongiorno? Violetta.
None of that. I'm Lithuanian actually, but I live in Hanbury, Bristol, the UK.
Okay. Welcome.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate you having me here, and I really wanted to talk to you long ago. I already like spoke to you in my mind, in my sort of daydreams, but now it's good to talk to you when I'm ready.
Judging by the Lady Master Venus, in our language of Lemurian, we say tuahi or tupo, either one. So of the night or of the day. So we have been talking.
It's more like in action, like I master the Venus prototype, sort of. It's like not like a title. It's more like my one of missions.
Yes.
In my life.
Yes.
So until I upgrade to the next language or back to Lithuanian, because at the moment I'm just gathering bits and trifles, everywhere.
I mean, I would like to. We have Huna, who is from Lithuania. She lives here in my building, just one floor down. And she is from Lithuania. They lived in the UK as well. So apparently, maybe you know Lena. Maybe you know Lena and Fraser. Who knows?
No, I don't communicate to many people. I live more like a hermit. So from my musical work, quite a lot of people know me because I am a violinist,
You're, of
and
course.
they accepted me as a master in certain regional tradition. So now.
Very good, violin. Thank you. Would love to check out your violin work at some stage.
Yeah, there's more on my channel, but I wanted to share some insights and some happenings.
Please do.
Like where I live now, I live near an open activating portal. It's right on edge with Gloucestershire. And I feel really great. First when I entered this area was like more than 5 years ago, and when I enter an area, just visions start coming to me. So it's activating. But then I'm connected to a similar portal in Lithuania that has been blocked for longer of time. I feel like guardian of it because since my early age, Yeshua was giving me dreams that I'm a gatekeeper, and he was guiding me through certain things and the vibrations. And it was difficult because I was the only in the family, and I did not know what's happening to me, but I was always talking to him. He was my best friend. He was my father.
Of course.
And now what happened, that portal in Lithuania, actually many generations from my father down to 1700s, all were born there. So I feel like I'm angel for the portal. I'm responsible for that portal, and wherever in the world, whatever portal it is, I'm responsible for it. But then, like within a month back, I felt it came alive because it started attracting people to work land around it. And I noticed that some people who wanted to be active in the region, but the land did not like them, would get a lot of, broken bones or something like that.
They were being deterred.
Seriously, but I could not explain to anyone, so I just kept to myself. But then, there's a person coming to speak through me on Facebook, and I knew straight away that he wants to talk about that subject. So it was like confirmation. And he was called from like a capital city almost within a night. Go back to his fatherland, to his home village and workland, out of wherever he was. So that gives me, now I feel that it's working, and I feel really good. And I always visit those parts. I feel, and I'm doing a lot of work there. Yes. And I'm having a lot of vivid dreams. Like the other night, I was again in our countryside estate, and there were like a few buildings because it's normal to have a few houses. If there's brothers living on the same household, they just have different houses because it's easier to keep, like bungalow type, no more than 2 floors up. And in this dream, one of the houses was like many people living in it, like multi-story, and there was a main house, built by one of, top owners of the estate, and I was sort of exiting that multi-living area and moving into the main house where I live by myself, and with this notion that the bad times are over. Everyone can spread out now and live their life. And then the one of the moments in the dream, I had to unload ice cream cakes from my freezer when my father, he's passed away now, left them for me for the moment when I move in the main house.
So celebration with the dessert and ice cream and you the new life, the new.
But like beforehand, like again, more than a month ago, he actually, my father came in a dream to me again, and he said it's a U-turn, something like that. So that's just.
Yes, a U-turn. Exactly. That's the word to use. It's a U-turn.
And it was way before everyone else picked it up, like at least a couple of weeks before it. And then everyone was talking U-turn.
U-turn. I spoke the word a few years ago now.
Yeah.
I have since the U-turn, since the Black Golden Dragon did a U-turn on the calendar of light. It's a U-turn. Okay, now let me ask you, what month were you born?
I'm a rabbit by the Lemurian calendar.
So you did a U-turn for sure. Because if you were going by the He'a and you are receiving that information as you're on the U-turn, meaning that you are moving out of the old matrix. And
I'm born on 25th of January, but by the other calendar, it's like two things come together, by the year and by the date as well. It's on the edge of each other.
It's right on the edge of the Lion's Gate of Lemuria. So there's purging happening.
Oh.
The Lion's Gate is in January.
I feel connection. I feel confirmation in my body of what you speak.
Also, that we are working with the Motu, your birth sign, means you're working with nature. And the beings of nature can open portals. They do open portals. They open high vibration portals, you see. So to work with your Motu, to receive your Motu, sweet, sweet dear ones, this is for everybody listening. If you are learning about your birth signs, move away from the zodiacs and moved into the Lemurian birth signs. You are now working with high vibration beings of benevolence that are authorized, not authorized, but have the vibration to open certain portals in nature to travel and also transmute certain energies from one location to the next. So lower vibrations are not able to access those portals. Hence the reason why she's saying that some people are breaking their leg or hurting them. They're hurting themselves, but trying to force the portals of high vibration. This is the time for that now. And this is the time that's happening. Okay, so this is absolutely correct. When we talk about the Motus, the birth signs of Lemuria, you are doing a U-turn, complete U-turn. This is jumping you, quantum jump out of the old matrix of the draconian into the light matrix or the Lemurian system. Now, I'm going to recommend, as I always do, to go and have a reading with quantumnavigator.earth about your birth sign. She's an expert at the birth charts. She's the most current expert at the birth charts, sweet dear ones. And also go to flc.earth for your Lemurian reading and the oracle readings of the birth sign. So just go ahead and do that. I recommend that. It's amazing because then you may have been yourself, just like Violetta, that you may have noticed the different things that you're doing now in terms of portals and assisting the nature. Maybe you are now noticing that you actually work for the planet, and that, let me just share with you, right? Just because of that, let me share with you that healing is old school. Expansion is the next level. Healing is old school. Okay. That becomes an automatic byproduct of expansion of the consciousness and the motus that will help you expand any and help you remember. There are things here that will help you remember if you don't remember, if you have not have remembering it. So go to quantumnavigator.earth and get some time within. You'll be put directly deeply into the birth signs and the birth charts of Lemuria. It rotates in the super nature cycle of the rotation of the universe, galaxy, and the planet. You will thoroughly enjoy it. I share with you. You will thoroughly enjoy it. So, Violetta, fantastic to meet you. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for doing the U-turn. There's more there. Okay, what
Yes,
I just
I know.
mentioned.
My body is breaking apart because it's expanding and a lot of tension. I cannot use my right hand for some time now with that expansion, but it's good. I'm breathing
Yes,
it.
absolutely. You go
It's
to the
like it's
dragon.
disconnected.
When you go to the website, if you go to the website and you want to look at some more things, the recommendations are there. I recommend it. This is how we operate at that level in these systems. Okay. Yeah. Lemuria 5, the age of Lemuria 5. And that's the way we talk. Okay. Thank you for visiting, Violetta. I look forward to checking out your channel with your violin work, your music. I do.
Most appreciated, Huna. I feel blessed. I feel blessed by talking to you. Most appreciated.
My honor. I'm so grateful that people come to visit and want to have a chat. So I'm the lucky one. Okay, I'm the lucky one. Okay, we'll stay in touch. There is an email, office@hoh.earth, office@hoh.earth. Holla to you, Tara Burke, over there in Slowtown. When anyone else have any questions, come on in, come for a visit. Gabby Douglas, we got Ryan Bruner. We've got some a couple of new names. Abby, there's Abby. Richard has landed. Hey, Richard, welcome, brother. Abby, Malaysia. Smiling Gecko. You're the Smiling Gecko, Abby. Yes, okay. The Tuatara, the most powerful I would like to say, to me, it's like the Tuatara is the most powerful medicine in the universe. It's that particular smile. It's a particular smile. Just to let you know, today I fly to Spain this afternoon. In a few hours, I will be going to Cancun to catch my flight to Marbella, Spain, where I will be enjoying my vacation for the next week. I'm going on vacation. Okay. I'm going to play golf. And I'm going to attend my friend's birthday and his golfing tournament, Charlie Ward. Some of you may know Charlie. Some of you may not like Charlie. Some of you may have heard of Charlie. Some of you may like Charlie. I know Charlie, and it's a good friend of mine. I know him very well. And so I'm looking forward to that 5 days with, I'll be meeting with Charlie Ward. I'll be meeting with David Mahoney. I'll be meeting with the other Hunas. There's several Hunas flying to Spain to play golf in this charity golf tournament. And going to do that. Just to let you know, one part of my day today, I will be getting out of here in about 90 minutes or so. Sherry, you know Charlie? Very good, very good, very good. Just a few of you know Charlie. Huna Tawaho, Huna from Gawa. Okay, what do we got here? Tamak here. Yes, I think you've got just a second here, sweet dear ones. I'm not sure what that. Okay, hot off the press. What is the word hot off the press there, Tamak here? Oh, Macron dissolves the National Assembly in France after a disastrous defeat in the EU elections. He calls for new He's calling for new elections. What an ass! He loses, then he calls for a new new election. That's so funny. Of course they would. Of course he would. Macron's party lost. Le Pen's party is set to beat Macron in the EU. Nice work. Nice work. Okay, if you have a question, sweet dear ones, come on in. Hello, Huna. Welcome back. Hitu Tama. You have done your first cleaning done of the protocol, the mother's vessel. It worked out brilliantly. Oh, fantastic. Good work. Good work, Huna. Sweet dear ones, Thomas Pepper Campus, Huna Hitu Tama. And he's just sharing that he did a protocol from the Dragon Masters. One of the Dragon Masters protocols that we teach refers to the mother's vessel for purification of land, sky, water, home, yourself, and your community. Very powerful protocol. Okay. Anyone have a question? Come on in. I'd like to see who you are. In the meantime, in the moment, why don't we? Okay, there's Richard. Richard has landed.
Yeah, that's great. I just got in. I've been out running around enjoying this day and doing a bunch of stuff, and I'm seriously going to go over the replay with you and absorb as much as I can. But I had a question for you. Have you ever looked at a thing called? There's a YouTube channel called Mud Fossil University. And this guy's been doing it for over 10 years now.
I just heard of that I just heard of that the other day. Mud fossils, yes. I haven't.
Well, if you take your Google Earth and you turn off all the tabs, so there's no names, no roads, no nothing, and then go look at Africa. Go look at the north of Africa along the shore, and tell me if that ain't a dragon laying on its side. Like you can literally see the outline of the dragon, and it's oozing something out of its throat on a fish, a giant fish. And you can see it. It's plain as day. And if you look around, if you look at the east coast of North America, there's another one, another giant dragon laying there. And it's you can see how the plant life grows on the tail and how all the plants take the minerals and so forth. So it's sort of interesting how it's really a big truth coming out, and you can't not see it once you see it. So
of course, I know about the one in the East Coast, which comes down from Canada to the Appalachians and down South Carolina and all along there. The one in Africa, you'll see if you look at the one on the East Coast, you'll see his mouth expelling something into the Gulf of Mexico. Like that's how big he is. So it's really cool. I just wanted. Nice. I just wanted to share that with you. I think I saw some short advertisement or something about the one in Africa. Maybe from his channel, and he was advertising, or somebody was talking about his channel. The mud. What do you call it? Mud fossil.
I'll put it in the description or whatever. Mud Fossil University, and it's on YouTube. But Huna, he goes into finding the stones that were giants. Yeah. And he's done the DNA testing on it. Right. Like he sent, and it came back human.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. Well, and Stonehenge, in fact, he talks about the heel stone for that they line up, they look at the heel stone. That's a real heel. Like if you can see the capillaries you can see on the end of the toe. There's a vein and an artery hole on the end of the toes. And that apparently was a giant at one time.
So Huna Hitu Tama, he is just confirming that he's watched the channel. So I've got to go and pay it a visit.
Oh, yeah. You'll like this guy. He reminds me of like those old professors that do the TV show and explain science to little kids, He's
Well, that's
yeah,
great.
like he breaks it all down so good, and but he, of course, he's working with half a puzzle like we all are. Or sorry, I'm moving my camera here, but
Of
he
course.
doesn't have all the pieces of the puzzle, but he's got a lot of them. It's
That's
fascinating.
fantastic. It's a lot of remembering that it triggers, you know.
Yeah.
So these pieces, they're starting to show up. That's
Yeah.
what we were saying about the net of Maui. You know, things are being brought in
Yeah.
for us to all recalibrate. Tara, just go ahead and check the link. So if you want to come and ask a question, or Huna
Okay, sure.
Tamaki is setting up a thing there. Thanks, Richard.
Yeah.
I'm going to
Yeah.
go.
Okay. I'll jump. We'll see you.
I'm gonna
Thank you so
jump out.
much.
Thank you,
Hey,
brother.
and huge notice, like when you with that work that you guys did. I mean, it's one thing to feel the energies changing, but it's another one to see the wave coming. So
Yeah.
when we saw that work coming, and now we're really catching that wave. I'm serious. It's pretty amazing.
Absolutely.
Have a good
Thank
one.
you. See you later. Okay, there you go. That was Richard. He landed and then he flew off again. Nice work. Tara, go ahead. Tara Burke, go ahead and check that link right there. Huna Flash at the House of Huna. You've got to mute your volume on your YouTube channel when you come on over. Okay, because you're going to come right into the live channel, the live screen channel. Okay. And yes, Richard's correct. The wave, we were projecting the wave. Oh, sorry, brother. Hitu mata. And we were projecting. You know, I keep sharing 44s or 444, and it's 444 refers to a wave, massive wavelength. So I was sharing a lot of wavelengths before and after the missions that we did. Okay, we got Tara coming in here. Not quite fully there, Tara. Go ahead and give it a keep trying. Sorry, Huna. Yes, I meant he too mata. I'm like he too tama. He too mata. Yes, Abby's son is 6'4" and daughter 6'2". Yes, the Giants are returning. Hi, Tara. Turn your mic on. It's muted right now. Can you see? Unmute your mic. There you go.
Hi.
Hello there.
Oh, and can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Hello.
Nice to meet you. Hello. How can so where are you? Where are you located?
There's a delay.
So mute your YouTube volume. So just click on your YouTube screen or tab that you had open and mute the volume. Not that volume, the other volume. Okay, it's a little bit of a thing. Is that better?
I don't know.
Is it echoing?
There's a big delay.
Can you see your YouTube channel?
Yes.
You see the volume for the YouTube channel? Down the bottom of the YouTube channel, there's a volume slider or a volume speaker icon. It has to be. I have one. You must have one. The speaker icon on the YouTube channel, just go ahead and press it. Not on the StreamYard, on the YouTube. Okay, Xavier, why don't you do that? Make us one.
Okay, I'm gonna try in a different way.
Okay. Anyway. Hey, Randy, what's going on?
Aloha, brother. How are you?
Aloha, brother. Wah.
So anyway, I listened to you a couple months ago, and I had a question for you. You were talking with a woman, I believe her name was Erin. The young, she's the
Aaron Lyons.
yeah, that's her. Okay, so you were talking about fasting, and you just said it real fast. Fast for 20. So I was
Oh,
just wondering if
oh,
you could elaborate. Did you
yeah,
mean
brother.
20 days, 20 hours?
It's
20.
It's 520 means it's 520-hour fast. So you can eat one meal a day. I usually eat my dinner. I eat what I want.
Right.
Right. Then I sleep for however long, and then I fast for however long. Usually ends up around 20 hours.
Okay. So
Okay.
you're just doing a 20-hour fast.
I'm doing 520s. So
Okay.
5 days a week.
Okay.
Right.
So
One meal a day.
I get it now. Okay. So
And
that's a
on
good.
the weekend, I'll have breakfast and dinner, but they're usually spread apart, of course. Or I might
Right.
have a late lunch and an early dinner.
So
Then I'm back to my program from Monday to Friday.
So you go 20, eat, and then go another 20, eat, then go another 20, eat for 5 consecutive days.
520s.
Yeah, I gotcha. That's an
It's
interesting.
intermittent, but it's actually it's a good program. I try to just, eat what I like once a day. Try to
Yeah.
cut down on the breads and the flours a bit, but you can go back and forth a little bit. It's a little easier for some of us old guys.
Yeah. Oh, I guess I'll have to give it a shot then. See. Thank you for elaborating on that
You're
for me.
welcome. That's a good question.
So the other thing I would like to just touch bases with you on is this. Did you see the plasma? You mentioned about the photons that are in the atmosphere of the planet right now. Did you see that plasma release the other day from the sun?
I after the fact, I didn't see it at the timing.
Right,
I've
right.
also been busy with my Hunas in the graduation class.
Right.
But
Yeah,
we were in the middle of it. We were in the middle of it because we were on the beach for 3 days in the heat, an intense Dragon Masters intensive. So we were certainly getting it.
Well, because I mean, they say the CME is supposed to hit from it because it was the M class 9, and I guess this was released yesterday morning, and that was a lot of plasma that was released from the sun. And could you elaborate on what you know about how that actually affects our body, and it's also part of this process of us shifting right now where things are becoming more aware. I mean, look at what you're talking about. All this stuff from the COVID pandemic is all starting to come into play again. And people are starting to reveal that it's like a great awakening. Do you understand?
Yeah, sure. Now I'll say there was a plan that I put into motion a few years ago, just right before Corona. They called it Corona.
Oh, God.
And the number 19. So we did a ceremony that would we injected a needle into the Corona the virus, and we injected it with a code number 24. This was in ceremony. We did this ceremony at a lighthouse on the beach, myself and 2 other very powerful Hunas. And we did that ceremony with the intention of flipping the code inside the virus. Fast forward a few years to now, and of course, it became known as COVID, and they were speaking out of COVID, which had a different connotation with it according to intelligence. And then the ceremony that we had done was starting to flip because we're starting to see the revealing of the the whole thing was falling apart, right? The whole
Right.
thing was starting to fall apart and being revealed, and then of course the lockdown. We were going against the lockdown. We were going against the technology, and then the thing fully fell apart. And now they're revealing how much they lied about it. Now, that code is still in. We haven't dissolved the code of the 24th dimension code that we injected that virus with. And so, and my understanding, it went into the systems like going backwards upstream. So it didn't just go upstream into the virus, but upstream into the systems that they were using to bring that about. So, so flipping the whole thing, and then now with the change in the atmosphere and the change in the cosmic codes, which you would refer to, the plasma, the CMEs, the cosmic energies coming into the great seal of the planet. These energies are such high vibration that it's in my feeling of it, my understanding of it, and I'm watching the net now. I'm watching the net of Maui on this. Is that those vaccine codes and that are breaking down and are now being brought to higher vibrations. One of the reasons why we did this ceremony is because we knew they were attacking our DNA of the children, so they could stop us from having more children. If they wanted to clone, they want to use the DNA to clone more hybrids and more clones of us. Well, so we introduced that in the intention, in the field, and into any technology that they were using to work with in terms of this virus and in terms of the COVID and the corona at the time. I feel like that is taking place now. This is a vibration that the, let's say, the dark intentions cannot hold on. They cannot exist in our atmosphere. Pretty soon, the planet will be such high vibration that some of these low vibration manipulation agendas and all that will not be able to take hold. And because the plasma that's coming in is very high vibration, the codes coming in from the cosmic codes that are coming in are such high vibration. Any of the comets that are passing through our atmosphere, they drop cosmic blessings. They call it the blessings when they go by. Those are actually starships. When they go by, they drop in a blessing to the planet. That's happening too. So as you know, there were a lot of comets going through the atmosphere in this past year. And so all of that is raising the vibration higher. And of course, we're not able to sleep. Of course, we're more alert to the nefarious actions that are taking place, otherwise known as bullshit by Richard. So the bullshit's taking place and we can read it. Well, so, those were some of the things that we did. Plasma, which is high vibration, which is another part of water, right? Part of our being, another part of our being. So you're right on top of it, brother. Well, we were standing all up in it over the last week with the 25 Hunas in the Dragon Masters, absorbing it.
Well, I want to take a moment to say thank you, brother. I really appreciate you doing what you did. I mean,
it was like somebody was saying, I don't understand what you're talking about, Huna. How can you infect that infection?
Well,
I was laughing.
I mean, I knew the whole thing. I knew the whole thing was a lie from the beginning, and I got harassed so much for not wearing the mask or just, not getting the vax and all that other stuff, So it's crazy. But let's just touch bases again real quick.
Yeah.
That, like there's been so many X flares, and this year alone, we're close to 40 of them. And about a couple of weeks ago, we were just getting pulsed with them, right? And you were talking about it raising the frequency. So these frequencies that are coming in, they're dissolving all the implants, correct? And that have been put in people because it's the higher frequency. So they can't stop what's coming.
Right. Yeah. I mean, the blowout. Just our cells are rising in voltage as well.
Yeah.
So any old implants and stuff will fuse out. And by the way, sweet dear ones, just envision that. If you feel like you've got an implant and stuff, just go ahead, get out in the sun, sit there and meditate and just envision that implant and blow it up. And add more, also magnetic field, electromagnetics can short it. I was saying put some magnetic tape over it and fuse it out. Put a little magnetic tape. You can buy magnetic tape. It's like they didn't stick it on you. You know what I'm saying?
Well, what I was also talking about too is those when they infected people with the jab, they put it has a nanobots in there, and so those nanobots are probably being destroyed by these frequencies in light.
Yeah, absolutely. With the news and the media and every opportunity, the being shared information is a misinformation.
Oh yeah,
right? And that's been shared with all of us, and so. You've got to go and do the work, sweet dear ones. You've got to become dragon masters. I want you to be a dragon master. Be very proactive on this stuff right now. This is all belongs. All the gifts that are coming in belong to you. They're being gifted to you. Take it. Do it. You know what I'm saying? All right. We got another person here. Another Huna wants to ask a question. Randy, thanks so much for visiting.
Hey, no problem, my brother. You take care of yourself, and thank you again.
Thank you. Bye. Huna mata kuri.
Hi.
Hello there.
How are you?
Oh, I'm very good.
Sorry that I missed the Dragon Master course in La Playa. I wanted to go, but wasn't meant to be. So my question is it definitely going to be next year that we have another one, or could there be a possibility before?
Well, there's definitely one every New Year's, which is June 1st.
Yes.
Okay. I'm not 100% sure about December because I am on the road also in Australia and New Zealand during November and into December.
Yes.
Now, the December was a thought of mine that I had because it was 6 months,
Yes.
halfway there. But so it's a bit of a stretch at this time. It's a bit of a stretch so far. So otherwise, right now, it's still confirmed for June 1st.
Yes, 2025.
2026.
26.
Yeah, June is the new year. We're in 2025 right now.
Yes.
I can't speak for all the Draconians and the Gregorians, but in the Lemurians, we're in 2025 as of June 1st.
As of June 1st, just passed. Yes, of course.
Not even that June. It's not even that June even exists. But in the winter month in New Zealand is when we hit the new year. So go by that.
Yes. So, well, that's just something I will keep watching, and if that's going to happen. And I also wanted to ask you about your trip that I saw posted that you're coming to Spain.
Yes, I'll be in Spain today. Tomorrow morning, I'll fly out today.
I can't remember if the last time I spoke to you, you said it was Malaga or Marbella.
It's Marbella.
It's Marbella.
There's no golf in Malaga.
Blonde. No, I was going to maybe take a drive down. It'd probably be about 7 or 8 hours drive, but it's...
Well, I'm having a holiday. It's my vacation.
Yeah, I know that. So that's why I decided not to, but it would have been easier Malaga. But I spoke to you when we were in Rhodes, and so I was considering it, and I thought, when the timing is correct, the timing is correct. So things are just not to be at the moment. So many things are happening, and so I'm kind of cool just sitting
All
back,
right.
watching, learning, and I was listening to what you were saying to the other guy, and about this magnetic, get a bit of a magnetic strip, and that was good to listen to also, because I listen to you avidly and love hearing you and watching you.
Thank you, Huna.
Yes,
All
so
right.
you've answered my question. So if you want any of the others to come on,
Yeah, we've got another one here already. We've got Tara waiting right now.
hi
So we'll
Tara.
talk to you later, okay? Thanks,
Okay,
Huna.
thank you, Huna. Bye.
Okay, there, Tara, you made it.
Hey, I made it. It's
Very good.
it's funny. I've seen so many people go through that dilemma, and I always thought, "What's the problem?" Yeah, now I
Yeah.
know. Now I know you have to go to the other screen because it's confusing because you think you're on YouTube when you're actually on StreamYard. So
You're on StreamYard. Yep. We tried it. Well, that's a fun. You're here. And
yeah,
that's what it is. That's what it is right now. So that's what it is.
yeah. Thank you for doing this on the day when you're gonna go travel. And yeah, thank you.
Well, there's a few things to share that we wanted to do before I left. And in a couple of hours, I'm good. It's 3 now. I want to head out of here at 4:30, make it to the airport at 5:30. So it's 3:10 right now. So we get another question with you, and then we're going to switch over, take a quick pause for the cause, come back with the last part of the show. But
Okay.
what, do you have a question?
I do. I haven't heard you talk about your experience and results, maybe, with your trip to Amsterdam and Malta. Was it with the two-headed snake,
The Azores.
Azores? Is that something you would
We
talk
did.
about a little bit?
We did. We shared
You
about
did.
it on the last show. It was a whole
Oh,
2 shows. There were
oh,
2
okay.
shows. 2
I'll go
shows
back there.
dedicated. And 2
I'll go
shows
back
dedicated.
there.
Yeah, go. It's
Okay.
it's a lot. Where are you again? Sorry.
I'm in California.
Oh, in Kelly. All right.
Yeah.
Coming very soon to probably a beach near you. we will do. I'm going to be working on a mass dragon ride. Okay. Mass dragon ride is a group therapy that going to be limited seating up to about from 144 up to about 222 people. It's a mass dragon ride. It's a technique that I do and I've perfected, usually with smaller groups. But now I've got a way that I can do it to be impactful for 222 people live and in person. So I'm going to be setting a schedule and a calendar, maybe beginning sometime later this year, but certainly throughout next year, to do mass dragon rides throughout the US and many places. It's an incredible technique. There is a lot of cracking open of dimensions within the self. Mm-hmm. And I help those dimensions crack wide open. And then I help to bring back the harmonic frequency to stand you back up again. So there's a lot. That one is really required. We've been working with it for a minute now. Even though we're in a place where people are remembering more, this Dragon Masters and this Dragon Master technique is an accelerator. Okay, it's an accelerator. It'll stand you right back up again. Real empowerment, supercharging you, and super posture. You get your super posture back. And so, there's 144 in the chat right now. Thank you very much, Auspicious, for reminding us that. But yeah, and so I will be traveling to California. Well, I have Hunas all up and down the West Coast. Right, so I will be sending out the information at some stage to do a mass dragon ride, which will be kind of on like a soccer field. It'll be on like a soccer field size arrangement, seating. It'll be limited to 222. And we'll have massive speakers. Could be on the beach too. But it all depends on distractions. Depends on how many I don't want distractions, so I'm going to surround the heck out of everybody with some incredible techniques and some incredible equipment that's going to amplify and enhance the dragon ride to a massive scale.
You might look up Morro Bay. We're right on the coast, and there's a lot of people say there's lots of Lemurian energy here.
Oh, that's okay. I will be bringing the Lemurian energy.
Yeah, and there's a really big rock that's famous in Morro Bay, and I feel it's got a lot of energy.
Yeah, all good. Yeah, all good. So I've done a lot of work all the way up and down the West Coast. Okay. So is there any other questions?
Nope, that's it. Thank you.
All right. Stay tuned there, Tara. Thanks for checking in. We're going to go to a break right now. Come back with some information for everybody. All right.
Thank you.
Thanks so much. Okay, Tamaki.
Need some Reiki or Rife energies? Or perhaps you need some Lemurian healing products. If you are in the UK, look no further than Huna Kahatota at www.hunashealings.earth. For all of your high vibrational healthcare needs, you can visit Huna Kaparore at www.lightinaction.earth. Oracle readings rooted in the Lemurian operating system. Get your Oracle reading with Huna Kahasahi at www.flc.earth. Live online journeys, energy clearing modalities, and sound healing sessions for new families with Huna Kahiwaha. Head to www.rl5.earth.
My ninja, my cousin Black Jesus, he gonna do a one-on-one session with me. All you gotta do is buy a raffle ticket. Come and be with Huna Flash. It's like that. Wow, 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 right on the end there. That was so incredible, sweet, sweet dear ones. This celebration on the end of that incredible week and weekend of Dragon Masters. The Dragon Masters Intensive. I encourage each and every one of you here and everyone watching this video who come to see this video and have been watching, following along, I encourage you to join the Dragon Masters, to become one. You might say that you're already a Dragon Master. Well, that's okay. You can say whatever you want about yourself, right? One does not confirm themselves. One is confirmed by others. Certainly by someone who shares the wisdom and the knowledge of this. Okay, so 2026 is coming up. I encourage everyone to become a Dragon Master. You won't know what that means until you do it. Really, for reals. You won't know what it is. You think you know what it is. You won't know what it is until you're actually in doing it. And then you'll be going on mission, and then you will know what that means. You will learn these things. And then, of course, if you allow yourself, okay, you have to allow yourself. If you're not going to allow yourself and you keep yourself locked up, that's your problem. I'm going to leave that with you, okay? No matter who you are. But I know what this is, and you cannot know what you do not know. Don't even try it, because you're just going to get a sore head. All right, sweet, sweet dear ones. We've got a little bit more here. I got a little bit more in me. You got some more questions? I'm going to bring on Huna Tamahak here for sharing a little bit here. Any of the hot off the press pieces there.
Oh yeah, and before we get into that, do we also want to invite any of our graduates from this year on if they're ready to share?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah. So any of you grads want to hop on here, maybe even from last year, if you want to hop on and share about your experience, please do.
Any Dragon Masters in the house? Any Dragon Masters in the house of Huna? Yeah, come on in and share a little bit. I got a little bit of time here before I got to bounce, so give you a voice here. Right.
So in terms of news, there were other pieces that I had forgotten about, including the 63 banks apparently on the verge of insolvency. I think that was from the FDIC. Am I correct in saying that?
From the feds? Yeah. 64
Mm-hmm.
banks. Wow. And of course, sweet, sweet dear ones, if you are working on the quantum financial system and going through the motions, I don't know what you've invested in for the quantum financial system, or what you have, how you've made adjustments in your systems of cryptocurrency and all these kinds of instruments. But we're really on the cusp of this right now, with these banks breaking up and being swallowed up, and also the Federal Reserve is on the ropes. It's a boxer on the ropes now. It's kicking and screaming on the ropes right now. Yes, if you are an XRP, this is part of the revaluation and currency reset of the quantum financial system. XRP is part of all of that, and the de-dollarization.
Yes, and speaking of, there was another piece about Saudi Arabia today.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, because there was somebody reminded us in the comments earlier, so thank you, whoever that was.
Thank you very much. Yes, that is the petrodollar. Okay, the petrodollar being ended by the Saudi Arabians. And that's a huge implication of all across the world, especially the United States, of course. And also the UN, not the UN, but the Chinese note, the yuan is being so far touted as the reserve. But also we know that all the sovereign currencies are going to be able to buy and utilize sovereign currency to buy oil and trade and exchange instead of just the US dollar.
And while we were still in Istanbul, right after the Stargate was done, it was within 48 hours. For whatever it's worth, this SG Anon stuff, the Anon community, there was a post shared that there is going to be big things coming out of Turkey in the near future. And then what happened last week? Thank you, Hiri Mata, for this reminder that Turkey has said that they want to join BRICS.
They are going to join the BRICS. Absolutely. Yes. Yes. Yes, if you have the revaluations, absolutely. We're right on the brink of that, sweet dear ones. As some of you may know the intel. You follow the intel. Afia, she wants the link.
Yes.
Oh, there it is.
The day the Kilauea eruption happened was also the election here in Mexico. And what was the result of that? There's a photograph of this person who was elected. There is no Mexican flag in this photo. There's other flags, but there's no Mexican flag.
Oh, I didn't notice that one.
Mm-hmm.
This is the Claudia Sheinbaum.
Sheinbaum, yeah.
Sheinbaum, the new president of Mexico. And of course, you know what Sheinbaum is a Jewish name. Let us hope we're on the right side. She's on the right side of this, right? Which means the global side of it. Okay, that'd be cool. Let's see how that goes. Yeah, toes and fingers are crossed on her, on her administration. Okay. Of course, Putin has got his warships coming into our waters, into the Caribbean. I think now.
Yeah.
So this is like going off, baby. Oof. And NATO is shutting down. Well, they're stealing all the money they can to keep going. So it's any day now, I think. Huna, Makaresa, Dragon Master. No bagon.
You need to unmute yourself.
Go ahead and unmute yourself there.
I couldn't find it. I'm sorry. Oh my goodness. Yeah, good to see you guys. I commend you for your hosting the graduation this year. It was my first time in Mexico. So I had a wonderful time meeting all the rest of the Hunas. And it was a beautiful experience. A lot of us bonded right away and just felt like a big family. We had fun. We was on the beach. We was busting out in sweat and then go under the shade, get in the water. So it was amazing. I would like to come next year just, to help out and stuff. So I do plan on coming next year.
Good.
That would be an honor. Thank you so much, Dragon Master.
Participate. So
you know how it rolls. You know how it rolls now. I mean, you know how it goes.
Yeah. Still integrating. Sleepy. I've been, wanting to sleep more. Just taking it easy and practicing. I got back into gave myself a few days off. So especially the Kalakia. I need to get that down. Yeah.
Get that amplifier. Dragon Master amplifier.
Yeah. Oh, and I've been doing the I am the essence, the I am.
The
Yeah, so I do that every morning now too. That's a part of my
full powers. What full powers?
Yeah, yeah. So, like I said, thank you all so much. You know, I didn't know what to expect. I mean, I knew I was going to come back the same person. So, but definitely got more than what I expected, if I had any expectation. So, I loved it. I loved it. You guys are beautiful. Excellent, excellent teachers, friends, brother, sister.
You
So
know,
Huna, you really are Huna. You really are Huna. Many in the one. You really are many.
I like to say I'm more like the sober uncle at the wedding.
Yeah.
So I'm more like an uncle, but yeah, you know, I'm honored to have my work being expanded into the consciousness. And I would say my work at this time, I was catalyst at the time to bring it through at this time. I was there when it fell the last time. Okay. But there certainly is more than me involved, of course, with the one and the many and the many and the one. And so I am honored to bring it through in the way that it is shared today. And the way that it is shared today is, let me say, profound and extremely and of extreme sacredness. And that right there is a key. That's the key.
Right.
We roll though, baby. We roll. We're rolling, man. My ninja.
Yeah. You know, when I was at the airport on my way back, immediately came, I think I had contacted Tom McKay about it with Dragon Ride down in Atlanta. It came to me, and just seeing you on his show and advertising it and having people sign up, you know, during the show to come and help participate on that. So I don't know, maybe that's in the near future sometime, but I did feel it and see it. So of course I'm anticipating on experiencing my first one. So I'm going to keep in close contact with Rochelle and Huna Makare. So I think they're going to be hosting one too. But I know, you know, the burning mask is going to be kind of setting precedents for a lot of people. So I don't know, maybe later on this year. So that's my next goal, is to make it there in Canada.
Fantastic. Anybody from Canada in the house? We are having our event, Burning Mask 2025 or 2024-25 in Vancouver. We will have the venue to be announced soon, but we are including the Summit of the Wawa, which is a certain number of elders that will be speaking to the codes of racism. And then also including the dragon, the mass dragon ride. And as well, we are bringing in some local bands and live music as well. So non-alcoholic, no drugs, no substances, no nothing, just light. Okay, just light and the truth. So we look forward to that.
So there is a dragon ride during the Burning Man.
We just programmed the mass dragon ride into the Vancouver just the other day.
Great.
Figured out where we can do it.
All right, wonderful.
All right,
Wawa.
See you, Huna. Wawa. So much love. Ciao.
Oh, did you see, again, back on the topic of finances, did you see that the U.S. debt clock was set to 0 for a lot of people?
Now, is that right, or is that just the private companies turning the lights out?
I don't know, because other people were saying, oh, I still see the numbers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't know how they would do that, because a private company that runs that.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe they were just messing around on one of these odd days. Okay. What else we got there? Who talking about here?
The Maui Fire Department Battalion Chief was charged with doing really bad things to children. I don't need to say anything else. Biden temporarily shut the Mexican border to asylum seekers. I don't know what their time frame is for that. But that was Tuesday. I found that Tuesday of last week. I don't know how long it's supposed to last for. Mauta, did you ever see anything about nearly 80 trillion dinars disappearing from the 2022 and 2023 Iraqi budget?
I just saw some of that intel, but at the time back then, and I was tracking dinar. I don't know about the words going missing, but I do know the words that were of 80 trillion dinar going missing. Yes, there were pallet loads from some of the cabinet members who escaped Iraq, okay, on planes and such, took pallet loads of dinar with them. I feel like this is part of al-Maliki's crowd. Al-Maliki was the first president or prime minister of the first one after the war. They nominated al-Maliki. Brennan brought Maliki in and was working over the top of Brennan, over the top of Maliki. And Maliki is still resisting today. He's still part of the resistance of it today, although he's losing ground really quickly lately because Sadak, what's his name? The cleric has now got the biggest voice. And so some of those members from Maliki's cabinet ran off with pellet loads of dinar. And then somebody was trying to bring some of them back in the form of a credit of cards, debit cards and electronics. And were busted. Dragon Master.
Hey, Wawa.
Hey, Manua, Dragon Master.
When you say Dragon Master, it makes me feel, wow, that name should not be applicable right now because I'm feeling like a little baby.
And that's okay.
And I'm still learning. And I'm at a place where I feel I have so much to learn before I can even consider the term master. Let me say with great gratitude and thanks for a very, very powerful experience. My wife and I, Kate, we had a great time, and hats off to you and Huna, Tamake for tremendous amount of work that you have put in to give us such a splendid weekend and a great experience. This is a new way of life for me. So I'm taking it easy, taking it nice and slow. I am secretly pushing myself to get familiar with the language, with the culture, the comprehension, and what needs to be done to get to that point where one can feel very powerful and strong in doing what one is doing. I know that I am who I am, and so therefore I am confident that I am doing the right thing, and my wife and I did exactly that when we made that trip, decided to do it, and we enjoyed it. So again, great gratitude and thanks. It was a phenomenal weekend. You can't really find words to describe it because there were so many different colors and so many different variations and frequencies. And when you made the point about what was taking place on that weekend, it made me even more aware that when you are focused in the positive, your destination is the furthest star, as Stevie Wonder puts it. It's so powerful. It's you can't go you can't do anything less than that when you are focused in that direction. So I just come on to say thanks. I am grateful, and yeah, you're doing a splendid splendid work. You're doing splendid work in bringing people to this conscious awareness. And yes, it can only grow, it can only expand, and we can only do better as we come along and as we do and learn and work together. I found myself missing people I only just met. I mean, it's crazy, you know. You're amongst a group of people, you only just met them, and just a few hours or so away from them, you're feeling, oh, where are the Hunas? You know, you missed them. You know what I mean? That was magical for me, and still remains so, because you know you're still thinking, yeah, the Hunas, where are they? You know, so yeah, it's wonderful, and I'm just glad I'm able to come on and express my gratitude and thanks, not just on my own behalf, but also for my wife, Kate. And yes, I am. What's your Huna name again, loved one? I can't even remember Huna name. Isn't that dreadful? I can't remember my wife.
It's okay. It happens. It'll return. It will return.
Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, Mahakani Mai. That's my wife's Huna name. And she does express her gratitude. She's just feeling a little not ready yet, but you will hear from her at some point.
Oh, no problem. Thank you, Huna.
Yeah,
both of you. You were such an incredible inspiration to us all. You both in your journey from so far away, but also the lifetimes of wisdom and knowledge that you bring within your field to be with us. I am absolutely just grateful that the honorable one would be with us, and all our honorable ones. But certainly I greet you in the way of Father. I greet you in the way of Father, because you are our Father. And those elderships are honored and recognized by my people and myself. And so grateful to you, Father. And of course, as you know, it's the opportunity is open for the next Dragon Masters to attend, and that perhaps you will come for a visit, and perhaps host one of the pieces, because we can always do with spreading more action and being more involved. Should you miss the Hunas, this is where we will be, and you will know where to find us.
Excellent. Yeah, I won't hesitate. I am open, very flexible, very much so.
Otherwise, we will be in mission together for sure.
I am literally contemplating New Zealand and Australia, but you know, I won't promise. I'm thinking about it. I've been to New Zealand, and it would be a pleasure to go back. We've been to the North Islands. We haven't been to the South Islands yet, but yeah, we are so it's in the mind. It's in the atmosphere, and we will, you know, we'll put some thought to it and see if it's
sure.
we can make it possible. It's up to us, really, whether we make it possible or not. Depends. Well, I won't say it depends on anything, but basically us. So it's really a case of how things go throughout the year. But definitely, I want to be able to meet up with you guys more often, shall we say, rather than, you know, just once in a blue moon.
Absolutely.
To keep the energy flowing, because that's what's necessary for us to keep that energy, that positive energy flowing. If we're going to bring, and well, we are bringing Lemuria back anyway. It's already rising. It's already done, because that's how it is. Point of power is in the present, so we stay in the present and we raise the energy as we focus on the present, and to bring Lemuria back in as we are doing it right now. So that's it. Everything is happening now in the now space.
Absolutely, Father. Thank you so much. Wonderful to see you again.
Thank you, indeed.
My love to Kate, and we'll see you again soon. Yes, wow.
Indeed, we hope so. We look forward to that.
My pleasure. I'll be looking forward to it.
Excellent.
Bye now.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, someone is mentioning here that I think it's Claudia Esteban. She says, wisdom equals where there is money, there is corruption. That is her statement. Well, that's totally wrong anyway. And I'm going to state that right now. That's a false comment. Where there is money, there is, what does she say there?
Corruption.
Where there is money, there is corruption. Corruption is intention. It's not to do with money. Money is the sideshow. That's a deflection. Intention holds a lot more to what the intention of money is being used for. Money is an energy. Let us not forget that. I want to share this with you, sweet, sweet dear ones, to not let anybody deter you from the opportunities that are available to you through funds and resources and currencies, including monies that are just energies. What brings about corruption is intention. Okay, so how do we fight intention? How do we battle intention? How do we undo intention? Well, you become serious about what it is you're doing. You become serious joy. You will find the pieces that you need to work with, however you are able to get to them, and you will do the work. And the work that we do, that's the Hunas do, is known as the undoing. There is no karma involved in the undoing. The undoing is simply undoing. There is knowledge and wisdom to that, in the way that you would get to it, and also the way that you would get to the other pieces that are made available by the house of Huna. So I'm going to always say to you, it's intention that is corrupted. Money is energy. Do not deter yourself. Do not block yourself from it. Okay, do not block yourself from it. Okay, so when you purchase something, purchase because you want to purchase something. Okay, if you're going to use money, then use it to purchase the things that you require, need, love, or that will further your investment, and invest wisely. Exactly, Richard. So just let's not put this distorted energy into the field and pushing and pressuring people in that way, so that they actually miss out on something that could be so useful to them because of such a suggestion that is being made like that is put out there. So I'm going to just squash that. And I will always squash that. So don't ever bring it up again. All right. You know what I'm saying? It's an investment in the higher side of things. If you cannot know what you do not know, so you have to learn. And you got to find your way to it best way you can. If you cannot, then that doesn't mean that it's not available. It just means you got to do the work. All right. We know this. How do I know this? Because I have done thousands and thousands of seals in 25 years, sweet, sweet dear ones. And the people who wanted to be sealed and become Hunas, they know why they wanted to do it. And they are doing things in an incredible way today. All right. So I just want to share that. All right. I got to get out of here.
Yeah, you do. You have a vacation to enjoy.
Going on a vacation, sweet, sweet dear ones, something that I paid for, that I put money into, that has an intention of taking care of me. Something I will do for myself at this time, which is excellent. Right? Excellent. You got to do something for yourself. Don't lose. Put your intentions to the higher side of things, not the negative things. It's just, you've had enough of that lesson. And that's enough of talking about that stuff. It's just nonsense. All right. I'm going to get out. So what else we got? Bounce me out here. Tamake.
Okay.
And there's my cousin. Yes, cousin. That's true. My cousin's sharing it. Thank you for honoring my cousin. Honoru, what's that?
Thomas, you ain't going nowhere except fun land, man.
That's right. That's right. I'm going somewhere and I've been there before. I have been there before. I remember it. So there you go. I remember it. Thank you so much for all of your blessings, sweet, sweet dear ones, and for your insights. No matter what level, they're all equal. And thank you for visiting and sticking with me these these past months and year or so or more that we've been sharing on here. I look forward to sharing more with you. Let you know what Charlie Ward has to say and what my golf score is. It's been a minute since I played golf, but I was playing golf for a lot. I'll tell you, my handicap is around 10, which is not much, okay. But I haven't played in 20 years, but I have been hitting the driving range and my drive is solid. And my short game is picking up. So in any case, I'm just gonna go and enjoy, all right? So Tamake, you got this? Hold the house down.
Yes.
All right. Thank you, Gabby. I will watch my step. Anything else? That's it. What we got coming up? Next Sundays, and I will be able to get on. So I'm taking my laptop with me. Look at that.
Oh.
Stand by for the announcement from Saudi Arabia. Stand by for the announcement to the Gazette for the Iraqi dinar. They're going to share the rate. They've been saying that for a while now, but he actually said, okay, the rate's going to come out if you've got dinar. That's exciting. And I hope to tune in with you next Sunday. We'll get back on again. Take my laptop with me. I might be coming to you from Germany. If not, I'll be Spain or Germany and then home. All right. Thanks so much, sweet, sweet dear ones, sweet dearly beloveds. Take care of yourselves and everyone else. Best that you can. I'm out.